Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The multi-dimensional portal is open. Konnichigen! It's your favorite superstar, the multi-dimensional Dajigin Kaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. Happy Thursday/Friday for you, maniacs! I hope everybody is doing well. It's been a weird day for me today so far. I gotta tell you, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, or at least so far I felt like that. But hopefully I'll feel a little bit better as the stream goes on. Just kind of need to stretch a little bit more. I did not hydrate well yesterday. I think maybe that has something to do with that. But yeah, I'll try my best to hydrate well today. Drink my water and all that. But yeah. That being said though, today we at last stream Fall Guys ever since the new season started. Satellite Scramble, which we will call Superstar Scramble for the purposes of the stream today. So, it should be a really... Well, you know how Fall Guys tends to be. It should be a fun time, but it should also be like, chaos and mayhem and shenanigans and stuff like that. Not in the way that we had yesterday with Team Fortress 2 though. At least here I know what I'm doing a little bit more. Well, no, not just a little bit more, way more. Even if I fail a lot, I at least know what I'm doing. But Team Fortress 2 yesterday was a lot of fun. I'm glad you were all able to join me. So many people were interested in that. I appreciate that. That being said, I don't think I'll be giving that game as much priority as other games. Though it has its own share of fun for sure. But it's not for me. It's not for me. I would love to be able to check out Overwatch 2 next week though. You know, if we want to take a look at much more shooter team versus games like that. But the thing is, I might have to take next week off streaming because there's a lot of things that I need to take care of. Or even if I don't take the entire week off of streams, I may have to just like take it easy on many ways. But after that, the week after that is gonna be, we're gonna have October 14 happen, and I really want to have a Final Fantasy 14 Friday 14 hours of Final Fantasy 14 and to see how that goes. And there's a lot of potential on something like that, so I really want to do that and see how that goes. But yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I have been playing a little bit of Fall Guys off the stream, but not that much. Haven't played it in quite a few days now, but I'm gonna go get to it right now. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna like turn on my Bluetooth adapter thingy to get my DualShock 4 functioning. And yeah, actually, let's launch Fall Guys right now. And I actually forgot to check if there were any updates for Fall Guys, but I took a look at the... I have Epic open right now because I have Fall Guys on Epic. And... oh yeah, and I actually just noticed I have 29 out of 34 achievements. Only 5 achievements left. I'm wondering what the remaining 5 are. Kinda curious now. But yeah, Fall Guys is literally the only game that doesn't need an update. So that's a lucky break there. For Final Fantasy 14 tomorrow, I guess I should check before the stream. Or, and then Saturday is Duolingo, so there's no such thing as an update for that one. Nothing of the sort, I would say. But yeah, these have been some crazy few days. Like, all sorts of messy things happening to my schedule, among other things. So, things have been scrambled. Much like Fall Guys today is gonna be scrambled. That's the thing right there. But yeah, let's get to it now though. As I said, because of that, I am feeling a bit ill today. So I may be more sluggish than usual, more slower. I'm having an energy drink right now. I hope it's not a bad idea. It's all within like fine caffeine limits and like I'm not like doing it in a bad way or anything. As I said, I will be doing my best to continue hydrating and all that. The game should be appearing on the screen any moment now, by the way. Where is the game? Sometimes it takes quite a while to appear. But as long as it appears. Okay, it just downloaded 482 kilobytes of content. Yay, so there was an update. 482 kilobytes, not even a megabyte, right? I'm waiting for the game to appear on the screen. Where are you, Fall Guys? Where are you, Fall Guys, Fall Guys, Fall Guys, Fall Guys, Fall Guys, Fall Guys? Where is the game? Where is the game? Where is the game? Game, 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 game. Where the fuck is the game? I've never seen it take it this long, so what the hell are you doing? Let me see if by any chance we can see it on the screen. Let me just remove the schedule. What is going on with Fall Guys today? Seriously. What is going on with OBS today? I don't know if it's OBS or Fall Guys. There we go. Kinda just had to switch away and then switch back. It was kinda weird, but here we are. Sound of the Future. Explore core shows and collect Sound of the Future items to earn exclusive Hatsune Miku rewards. This looks so cool. Oh yes, I really want to get that that nameplate with the notes and everything. This looks so lovely in so many ways. I love musical notes like that too. Almost as much as I love stars as part of like aesthetic and all that. And a nice backpack. Miku #1 fan, and it's like a cute version of Miku there. And yeah, this is what I'm using right now as my outfit. If you don't know, I actually just I actually switch between outfits a lot. And oh yeah, this is the progress of the season so far. We're making our way to the Xenomorph. I really want those starry-eyed specs though. I really want those because they look so good. I mean, they look like my sort of thing, don't they? Oh, speaking of which, starry cheeks, like, this is my season. This is my season. I need to get these things. So I really should be making more of an effort. I don't know how long this season is gonna last, but I guess there's still time for things. Look at Spock. Mr. Spock there. Circuitous? Is that how you would say that? Saucer shenanigans, that looks like fun. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that in another person's stream. Chrome Strike Blasters. Daisy Dynamo. Daisy Dynamo there. Star Suit. Oh my god, this is me! This is me! Ah, I need this so badly! Look at that! Look at that! Ah, that looks so good! Rocket Rucksack, Planet Pop, Soda Bell, let's go. Cotton Candy, that looks so nice too. Robot Wrangler. Ah, look at that. Reminds me of like some of the Toy Story like claw robots. You know, the ones that were like in the machine that had the claw. Forget what you call that, but the game that's almost always rigged. The claw, you know, from the first Toy Story. Ultimate Idol. Look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. This is me. This is also me. この俺様だ。私です。私の星の力です。多次元の力です。アルティメットアイドル。究極のアイドル。Look at that. That's amazing. Satellite Engineer is really good looking too. Blunderland, is that supposed to be a lightsaber down there? That looks so nice. Oh man, I really need to be playing this more often. And then the great the legendary Hatsune Miku. Oh, and then you get a bunch of crown points as a bonus after that. Ah, why does it say free though? That's a bit weird. What does it mean when it says free? When you reach level 100, do you just get it, or? Because it gives you levels, but at the same time the free thing, what does that mean? Oh, and look at this, Whirly Bean. Okay. This is different, this is different. They're stepping up their game, giving you more reason to farm like a maniac. Like a maniac, maniac. He's a maniac, maniac. Neandroid Omega. Look at that. All the way to level 200. They're doing the Fortnite model. They are implementing more from the Fortnite model, which is good. They should do more. Oh, Ellen Ripley, face hugger. A cute looking face hugger. Who would have thunk it? Starpunk Renegades. The Melonhead Mariners. Avocado, Pale Melon. Oh, I have the Skelly one. Very good, very good. Hotbot Trio, The Watchers, Point the Finger. Interesting. Big Bad. I want to take a look at this one, see what it looks like. Very nice, very nice. Night Owl. You know, another reason why I really should be investing in more stuff, in farming as much as I can, in playing the game as much as I can, is because I did pay Showbox for that. I mean, I had the Showbox farmed for being an OG player, partly. I think they gave me a lot of Showbox and... Oh, no, wait, no, those were kudos. They gave me just very few Showbox. I got most of those Showbox from the last season pass. That's what I got for being an OG player before the game was free to play. And you know, the ones that I got, I didn't make it to the end of the last season pass. However, I was able to get enough Showbox to be able to purchase the season pass for this season. So, yeah. So we have Block Out. This looks really good. This looks really good. We are so gonna buy that. Bitter Lemon might be good. So yeah, you know, I have my purple color scheme and everything, as you can see, but I still like to just vary with all sorts of colors and outfits and stuff. Inky Squid. Hey, hey, shoutouts to Splatoon. Splatoon 3, really big right now. UFG. What does UFG mean? Unidentified falling guy. I think that's what it means, yeah. Not flying object, falling guy. Unidentified fall guy. That's probably what that means. And this is so good. I like the fact that they replace your legs with like hover effects. I want to see what that looks like moving, but I don't have enough Showbox for that, and I'm not spending money on this game anytime soon. I have already spent money on it by buying it before it was free to play. As I mentioned, Fall Hala. I like that though. Alright. Well, with that being said, yes, let's play our first game for today. So if I recall correctly, the last time we played Fall Guys on the stream, we did get a victory, right? So I am saying that we're gonna fail in all sorts of spectacular ways, which I'm sure is gonna be true, but that doesn't mean that we may not also win in spectacular ways. Whether it's solo or squads. That last time, if I'm recalling correctly, I got them not just solo, I got them not just in squads, but also solo. But yeah, let's do Tundra Run. I haven't seen what the Hatsune Miku challenges are, but I'm just gonna play and do my best, and after a few games, I'm gonna start looking for challenges and see if I can do those specifically. That's the way I'm gonna do it. Navigate the frosty obstacles and race to the finish line. Yoshikuzu. And this is great because I forgot that they also added new variations to previous maps like this one. So we are in squad mode. Yosh, minna, gambare, gambare, gambatte kudasai. Watashi wa gambarimasu. Itsu demo gambarimasu. Ikimashou. Bam, 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 bam. A nice preview, at least if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, of what the end of the year is gonna look like, potentially. But first we have some fall, autumn's goodies. A nice season to be at, you know? The spooky season is coming. This is the second to last day of September, or already the last day of September. Depending... Oh, that was close. Oh, we have to collect those things! Those are not lightsabers, they're light sticks. Like the ones you have in a concert. I think that's what they are. We gotta collect those. That's what that is. That's what that is. Okay. Okay. That was good though. That was a good run of Tundra Run. No pun intended. That was a good Tundra Run. We can say it like that. Right, so that's what they are. They're like the glow sticks. I forget the name, but you know, the ones you get in a concert. Mostly Japanese concerts tend to have that. Whether Vocaloid, VTuber, live action. Whichever concert. It can be a lot of fun. You know, my favorites are when I see the ones where you get to see the most fun with the light show being done are the ones that have like particular color schemes for different songs and stuff. So the few VTuber and Vocaloid live concerts that there have been, well, Vocaloid has had more. I was talking more about VTuber because there haven't been that many so far that are like with a live audience, as far as I know. First place, baby! First place, let's go. You know, for the most part, each VTuber, especially in a company, each VTuber has a particular color scheme. So when you go for a certain tuber, for a certain talent, when it's their turn to perform, the lights in the audience change accordingly. So let's say you have me. What would the lights in the audience be like? They'll probably be white and purple, because I don't think you can make black lights. Maybe you would have a little bit of gold, but based on my outfit right now, at least, it would be white and purple. Violet, other shades of violet and purple, perhaps. Quite simple in that way. But then let's say you change to somebody else. Let's say you change to, let's see, Gore Gouda. Say this is a Hololive concert. Among other things, because I'm not in Hololive, but Kaiden Tajigen is not in Hololive, but still, it's an example. And there's also like some sticks there. Celery sticks, I forget what you call those. Were they the beetroot ones? I forget what you call them. I want to collect these things though, so... Yeah, that's to the detriment of my performance in the level, but it's worth it. I gotta get those, I gotta get those. I'm sorry, squad, I'm sorry. I usually perform better at this level, at this round. But okay. Gorguda would be blue and light blue, maybe still some white here and there. I keep kind of forgetting her color scheme, but beyond the blue. Let's get the items here. As many as we can here. Maybe I should go for solo, unless you can't get this on solo. Like, there's a different variation for like each map or something. I'm guessing that the ones I didn't collect are gonna be there when I play this again. Like, yeah, I'm focusing on the items right now. Oh, and one of our squad mates actually left, so I think it's okay. But what I think I'm gonna do now is to keep collecting these items. 2 of our squad mates qualified, so okay, let's try to keep going here. I mean, we are in a very uncomfortable 8th position right now. So I don't think we're gonna make it either way, but let's finish this, So, alright, yeah, we made it to 7th. Kind of precarious, but we might make it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, at the very end, and switch back to the disqualified 8th place. Never mind. That was extremely close, actually. If I had made more of an effort to actually play and not collect the items, yeah. We probably would have won that, but... This is why I think I'm now gonna be at solo, because I don't want to, like, drag down the team, because I'm collecting the items instead. So let's go for solo. That was fun though. We got the upper part of the xenomorph costume. Yeah. See, if we don't play a horror game for Halloween this year, we could play as a xenomorph in Fall Guys instead. I'm gonna equip this, by the way. I'm going to equip this one. I like the look of it. And okay, let's remove the squad show. Stomping ground standoff, no thank you. Not gonna go for this one right now. Miku #1 fan, yay, let's collect that. Not gonna equip it right now though. Or actually, you know what, let's equip that. I don't think I've ever heard a single Vocaloid song in my life, or rather, I don't think I can tell you a single Vocaloid song from memory. But, you know, one day I really need to learn them. They're really good for VTubers from what I hear. Miku #1 fan. Let's do that. But yeah, let's say after Gorgura, Takanashi Kiara, and then the light sticks in the audience in the concert, switch to orange, maybe red and yellow. I'm also thinking just orange. Oh well, she has blue as well, so orange and blue, I would say. Then you switch to Mori Calliope. You would have purple and black, maybe. Well, again, I don't know if you can do a black light. Otherwise, you can have that represent me as well. So that's what happens. And you know where we also see this? In Kamen Rider concerts. Because each Kamen Rider has their own color scheme and everything. You see that happen. So for example, you have Kamen Rider B3. The light sticks, the glow sticks in the audience are going to be orange and green. And then you switch to Kamen Rider Kuga. You're gonna have them be red, probably. Again, I don't know if you can do a black light, otherwise it could be red and black for Kuga. Then you switch to Kamen Rider Gaim. You're gonna have orange and blue. Then you switch to Kamen Rider Force. You're gonna have them all be white. And maybe blue for Kamen Rider Meteor, which is the second rider of the show. Something like that. That sort of thing. That's where concerts get to be a lot of fun like that. One way or another, they're fun though. They're fun. You switch to Kamen Rider X-Aid. They turn into pink and green. Yeah, we gotta collect as many of those as we can. I think for the most part, what we want to do is not go out of our way to collect them, but just kind of see which ones we can get as we just play the game normally, so to speak. Oh, I love those Blitzballs. They're the cutest thing ever. They're just so much fun. One of my favorite additions to Fall Guys. They got added last season, if I recall correctly. Oh, and we need to collect these as well. Like, this is to the detriment of my performance in the level, as you can see. Look how far back I am now because of this. This is one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song in Fall Guys. Wow. Especially this part, listen. Yeah, you see, I didn't qualify because of that. 42 out of 41 people qualified, that's funny. I guess that's something that can happen. Let me take a better look at the challenges and see if it's a good idea to keep going out of my way to collect these things. Glow sticks is what they call them, so let's keep calling them glow sticks. 2,000 meters, I just got 8,200 kudos. That's actually a lot, I think. So that's good. Yeah, and it's also good for the experience, I think. Now 200 kudos, we're gonna get those star specs or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, here we go. Really want to use this as soon as possible. So, collect a Sound of the Future item in round 2 of any course show. Collect glow sticks in any course show. What is a Sound of the Future item? Just the glow sticks or the spring onions? I think that's probably what that is. Okay, the best thing is to just play normally and to collect as many as we can as we just go. This is different from previous challenges they've done, like the Halo challenge, in which you did have to go out of your way to collect them, because they would only spawn in specific places and only in a specific way. You know, you only had certain chances to do that. But yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. But yeah, it's just so much fun to watch a concert and see the glow sticks change color with each song or something. It could still happen with an individual artist. It could still happen like that. But I think like there's a more emphasized way of doing it for the ones I talked about. A Vocaloid concert, a VTuber concert, a Tokusatsu concert, specifically Kamen Rider. Super Sentai would probably have that too though, because you know, they're all about the colors. but you would always see red in a Super Sentai concert because there's always a red ranger. Same for the blue ranger. There's always red and blue. All the other colors kind of vary, but there's always a red and a blue ranger. And by the way, this is the first game we're playing. The first satellite scramble round we're playing today. Oh, and we have a similar looking teammate. Everybody looking good. I see somebody has the Hatsune Miku skin there. The pattern, I mean. Whoa. Like, we should not, like... Oh, jeez. Who grabbed me? That was dirty. Can I? Ah! What the hell was I gonna say? I was talking about something. I forgot. Ah! Oh yeah, we should not try to depart too much from the route we're taking. Ooh! Because we're starting to be pushed back here. We're not doing good, I think. That was close. That was not good. Yeah, for example, I could have taken my time to get that spring onion or whatever it's called, but that would have been a bad idea for my squad. Somebody already qualified on the squad, so that's good. We're in a terrible 11th place so far, and I am performing awfully here. Let me try to concentrate. I usually perform better than this. You know, my mind is not fully sharp today. I'm a little bit ill. But okay, we're doing a bit better now. Oh my gosh, that was like... It's the first time I've had a round like this. On this round, I mean. But yeah, we don't want to depart too much to collect those things. It should be like something that happens on top of just regularly playing. So that's the way I'm gonna do it now. Bum 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 bam 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 bam. What was the name of this again? Cosmic Highway? That's a beautiful name. No! Teammate! Can we keep that 10th place? Because that's a precarious position. Our poor teammate is not doing well here. Yeah, because like on the surface, this is not a very complicated looking level. But maybe it's deceptively easy. Okay, I think now we should report this player. They kind of gave up and they're dragging down the squad with that. I know there were only like 10 seconds left, but there was enough time to attempt that. Giving up like that there? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Bless their heart. And yeah, I'm drinking my energy drink right now. If you see myself move in a weird way. If you see me move in a weird way, like I just did right now. I'm finishing it up. Party promenade. Yush. Is it promenade or promenade? Maybe it's a potato thing in which either one is fine. My funky pronunciation. Pronunciation. Yush. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's do our best. Itsudemo gambarimasu. How would you say Fall Guys in Japanese? Just Foru Guys? I think it would just be Foru Guys. I mean, I don't see why you would translate the name at all, if it can even be translated. I can already see this is a variant, a new variant. Those like hexagon platforms that respawn are the different ones. I already see like a lot of vegetables and glow sticks. The vegetables are the ones that are more rare. But again, I'm not gonna go too much out of my way to find them. To get them. If I come across them when I play, that's good. But otherwise, we should not drag down the team, nor drag myself down if this is solo mode. Like, we had one right there, we departed a little bit, but not too bad. Nothing too bad right there. Careful with the water balloons there. Boing, boing. It goes all boing like that. I am not performing at my best today. But I'm doing what I can. I'm doing my best. This is where it gets really tricky. Huge traffic of beans. That's the biggest issue here. Like, it's too many people. And you can barely get a proper jump because everybody just gets in your way. I don't know how people can sometimes just do that. Let's give this a try again. Ah! That could have been worse. Ah! Ah! Good God! What the hell, man? What the hell? Ah! This is... Oh, man. This scares me. This is a different variant. Some unexpected things in here. Alright, but we made it to a precarious 7th place. We are not gonna win this game at this rate. I highly doubt it. Oh my god. Such a close one. You know, I've been playing a lot of Super Mario Maker 2 off the stream. And it has changed me. I am a changed person after playing that. I mostly try to avoid the troll extreme difficulty Kaizo levels, but I've been playing this world that borderlines in Kaizo territory. It's supposed... Well, no, I was gonna say it's supposed to be a traditional world, but they never said that. It's disguised as a traditional world, but it's actually kind of a Kaizo world. And it's been changing me. It's been turning me into a different person, man. And I just go... Like... this is why I really want to stream it, because at least it would be entertaining. Well, I don't know if it would be entertaining to see me die literally hundreds of times, but... at least you would be hearing the screams like you are in Fall Guys. So that's why I'm like... even more expressive than I used to be in this game. So, the Slime Scraper. This one is difficult. I don't know if I ever cleared this one. I haven't played this one a lot. This is not a new one. I can tell because of the logo. The synthwave-like old school logo of sorts. I haven't played many from that season. That was the previous space season. Though not entirely based on space, it's more like cyberpunk maybe, retrofuturism. Retrofuturism, I can't speak, sorry. Let's just keep going there. Yeah, this is a super tricky one. From the looks of it. Careful with those punching gloves. Merciless. Absolutely merciless. It gets super tricky, doesn't it? Come on. Jump! Jump! Get across! Ah! Ah! Good God. Ah! This is what Super Mario Maker 2 has done to me! What a transformation it's done to me! Ah! I just go crazier than already before. Ugh! Ugh! Come on! Ugh! Ah! Oh my God, this is awful! No! Ah, that could have been worse. 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 Come on! Oh my God! Move! Ah! Move! Ah! Oh my God! Ah! Well, all right. Oh, everybody got eliminated. Okay, let's leave here. Oh, that's bullshit. That they don't let me get the rewards. We have to see the end of the game. Okay, wow. Oh my god. Oh, ah. I didn't realize I was the last survivor there. They really need to change it though. When the entire squad has been eliminated already, it's bullshit to have you stay until like the round ends. They should let you leave at that point with your rewards. So they still need to fix that because it was even worse than that before. And they fixed it, but they still have a way to go. Like they took a step forward, but there's still, you know, there's still room for improvement, so to speak. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever broken down on a stream like this. Fall Guys hasn't done that to me before, but like, again, Super Mario Maker 2 changed me. I am a changed person now. I am more prone to just go nuts like that. And I hope it's okay. You know, all the filters in OBS should be preventing that from being painful to your ears and all that, so there you go. You know, one of my favorite comedians of all time is Sebastian Maniscalco. I've been watching some of his stand-up again. I've watched so many of his like stand-up like shows and clips from them so many times. I know them by heart, kind of. And they never get old for me, though I kind of need to take some time between them sometimes, so I don't watch them too much in a short amount of time. And they get too old, but there's this one in which he talks about like road rage. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? You're a terrible driver. Look at what you've done to me. Look at this transformation. I was fine a mile ago. Look at what you've done. It's like, he kind of says it like that. I wish I could show you right now, but it feels similar. The high difficulty of some levels in Super Mario Maker 2 has changed me. And again, I try to avoid the extreme difficulty levels, but it's kind of inevitable to come across some elements from them in some levels, no matter how much I try to stick to traditional, classic Nintendo-like levels, so to speak, if you want to call them that. And this is all luck-based, by the way. Like, at least 50%, if not like 80, 90% of this level is luck-based. But that's okay. You just gotta pray to RNGesus, Lady Luck, and Father Fortune. The Holy Trinity. But it's a similar case here. This is a similar case to what I was talking about the Sebastian Maniscalco thing. This player should be reported. I'm gonna give them... Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Like, if they had taken a little bit longer, I think they should be reported for just griefing it there. I think they realized their team was gonna lose anyway. We qualify, right? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Dun 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 dun. Big fans. This is one of my best rounds still. So now hopefully I do a little bit better now that I'm not focusing on collecting the items. But I will try to get as many as I can come across, as usual. Yes. Ikimashou. You know, I do say that I am very multidimensional, Tajigen. So as part of my multidimensional nature, sometimes I can be very soft-spoken like this. Just chilling like this. But sometimes I just go full mental gremlin mode, whatever you want to call it. Oh my god. See, that was a good time to do that, but it just didn't come out. I am good at this level, except when there's a huge traffic of people. That's one of the biggest hurdles of Fall Guys, that people just get in your way. Get the fuck out of my way. Ah! But it's part of the game. It's like, it's not like they're intentionally... Ah! It's not like they're intentionally getting in your way for the most part. It's just the way the game goes, you know? And I actually saw Twitch Rivals the other day Oh my god, get the fuck out of my way! You nearly tossed me aside! You nearly made me fall! But, I saw a lot of expert moves, like, holy shit, dude, people can actually pull off pro gamer moves in this game? I thought it was 50% luck-based or something, but yeah. I mean, to an extent it still is, but there was a lot to learn there, and one of those was in this map. Now, the map has changed thanks to this new variation, but for the most part, yeah, Big Fans is still the same as it's always been. Just gotta really be good at platforming a certain way. Playing with a controller is really helpful for this, and gotta be careful with the jelly bean traffic, the huge traffic of players. The biggest hurdle that comes in a lot of games, it's not just Big Fans. I mean, by games, I mean the rounds in Fall Guys. Like, it's just when people there's a huge influx of people. There's like dozens of different people trying to jump in the same spot, and you just can't find a proper jump. But what still befuddles me is that... What still befuddles me so much is that some people are still able to jump well all the time. And I want to know what the trick is. I want to know what the trick is to being able to jump when there's like 12 other people jumping right above you. You know? How do you jump? Because they don't let you jump. But I still see people being able to jump. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. I don't know. That's the part that always eats away at me on the inside when a video game has mysteries like that. Like, I'm all about fair play, fair and square and everything. Randomness. But if I don't even know how something happened, it doesn't feel fair. At least I feel like I'm owed an explanation. I don't know if I'm owed anything, but yeah. How's it going, Popu? Popu-san? What did you say there? Because again, I can't read the kanji. And again, this is one of those games in which I need to concentrate. Ah! Okay, let's see how this one goes. This one can also kind of get messy with the traffic of players. See, I'm not going out of my way to collect those things, as I did before. We want to go here. Ah! Hold on, hold on. Ah! Get out of my way. Ah! There we go. A nice vegetable. Eat your vegetables, kids. This is the first time I see Fall Guys promoting vegetable eating, I think. Or, well, actually, no, I may be wrong about that. There may have been vegetables in another game. How are you, big bro? Ah, Oni-chan. You said Oni-chan there. I think I saw a chan. I am doing well. I'm a little bit ill today. But I'm also just unhinged today. On Fall Guys. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ah! So you may see me a bit more unhinged than usual, but this might be the standard now too, especially on a game like this. Oni-chan desu ka? That last part, I'm gonna have to see how to read that. Right now I can't run that through the translator pop. But thank you for asking. What about you? How's it going? Do you have any coffee with you right now? It's a little bit later than the other stream start times, so I'm glad to have you here. We are gonna have that Duolingo practice in a couple days though, so I'm looking forward to that one. Maybe I can finish the hiragana course at last, because I'm kind of close to the end of the hiragana learning in Duolingo there. I'm still gonna need to study it way more, like, just be surrounded by it every day, ideally. So we're in a very precarious position in that 5th place. But at least 3 out of us qualified. 3 out of us? No? Okay. No coffee today? You need to get some? Alright. If that's alright. Well, we're qualified right now. Collected a few Hatsune Miku items. Yes, this is the furthest we've made it so far. 5 squads qualified. We might actually be seeing a final round right here, or it's gonna be the penultimate round. Let's see. Hoverboard Survival 2. Oh, this one. Oh my god. Time to get sweaty. Oh, this one is pain. I think I cleared this one though. I think, yeah, the first time I tried it, spectacular failure. The second or third time, I think that's when I was able to clear it. It's trickier than it looks. It already looks so tricky, but yeah. It's a huge odyssey, it's a huge journey. But does it get you sweaty, man? Does it get you sweaty? This is one in which I really shouldn't be going out of my way to collect the items because it's gonna be super detrimental and it's gonna get me killed. Let's see how this goes. Alright. Now this is the Hunger Games. This is where people die. Yeah, people already have died and one of those is a squad mate. Oh god, oh god. No, 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 get out of my way, get out of my way. Hold on, I'll read your message after this, Papu. Papu. Papu-san. Hold on, hold on. No! Okay, okay, we made it to this part at least. The important thing is that at least... Oh, shit. At least one squad member survives. That's all we need. But I mean... I may have made a mistake. Okay, okay, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's be mindful of people that push you because there's some dirty people here. Kitanai yatsu. Kitanai yatsu. The ones that push you, chitanai hito. Is that how you say it? Did I say it correctly? I'm sorry if you were late. Don't apologize. You're fine. You can arrive whenever you're able to. It's always nice to have people at the start of the stream, but you know, it's always whenever you're able to arrive. Oh my god. Okay, let's wait for this to respawn. We gotta wait for the hexagons to reappear. We're doing okay. Oh, I'm the last squad member alive right now. We're about to get into the final area. It's gonna get difficult. I will tell you this though, Super Mario Maker 2, doing those difficult levels that people have created. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They have sharpened my skills. It's been a sort of boot camp for these sorts of like platforming, difficult mechanics. We can definitely call it a boot camp, I would say. Come on, we are so close. Well, I made it as the only squad member that lived. You were uploading your anime pictures. I'm busy. That's perfectly fine, Pop. You redeemed this at a perfect time. Hold on. Before the next round begins, let me just say it right now. Ara. Hoppe-san. There you go. Great timing. We made it, and now it's the tiptoe finale. Very luck-based. Let's pray to the Holy Trinity. RNGesus, Father Fortune, and Lady Luck. Let's go. We made it to the final round though. Let's go. Let me also know, like, when I just go when I, when my voice reaches a higher pitch like that. Let me know if the voice just like filters out. Because the filters in the microphone might just make the voice fade out there. Because it's too high pitched, so it's like, doesn't even pick it up. Yeah, one of the squad members even left the game, or they got disconnected. Nice star. Okay, this is the path we have so far. Okay, now it's a matter of memorization. Okay, I'm gonna try to memorize it. Going towards the left there. Okay. That's alright. We continue here. Where was it? We gotta use these as well to reveal the path a little bit. As much as we can. Doesn't always work, but yeah. Over here. Is it? Yeah, over here. over here, over here, over here. Oh god. When they shake like that, what does it mean? When you see how some of them shake sometimes? What does that mean when that happens, I wonder? Some people are already reaching the center, I think. Oh my god, oh my god. We are so close, we are so close. No! We were so close. I thought that was it. Oh my god, we are so close. We can do this! Damn it! Ganbatte, minna! Ganbatte kudasai! Where does this lead to? Over here? Over here? Over here? Oh, we were so close. Yeah, yeah, right when I was getting there, I saw that somebody was already reaching the crown. We were this close to greatness. Like Director Krennic said in Rogue One, we were this close to greatness. That's the closest I've ever made it in that round. That means they're about to disappear? So that means it's a fake platform? I've never been sure about that, but yeah. Well, that was a good game. That was a good game, all things considered. And some nice experience out of that. I gotta use those star specs, or whatever they're called. Definitely for me. They're definitely for me. They are tailor-made for me. Well, I hope you had fun uploading the anime pictures, Pop. May I ask what the animes were, if you're okay with talking about that? You just reminded me about the fantastic Overlord finale 2 days ago. Yeah, I didn't even talk about that yesterday. In the middle of all the Team Fortress 2 mayhem. It was great, like, unexpected musical number there, but it was good. I still hate that they rushed so many things so much, but Overlord is always good, in general. Again, I already knew what was gonna happen, but mostly they executed that really well. I can't wait for the movie, though. It's gonna get violent and brutal. Again, I already know what's gonna happen in it, so yeah, it's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be a brutal movie. And then this Sunday, Futo Tante, Futo PI, I think it's also gonna be like 12 or 13 episodes. Hopefully they are not rushing things there either. Naruto, My Hero Academia, Tokyo Ghoul, Food Wars. Ah, I've heard of all of those. Boku no Hero Academia. Okay, this is a solo show now. So let's see, let's get this, yeah, let's go out of our way to get the vegetable, what the hell. The onion ring, the glow stick over here. There's only a few I have left, why not? Because I think more would appear on the map, but I already collected them. So I'm probably not gonna qualify because of what I'm doing right now, but I don't care. It's all about collecting these, you know? These beautiful glow sticks. Because the Satsune Miko, they're an electric blue of sorts. Or no, this is more of a sky blue, my bad. If this were another character from Vocaloid, the glow sticks would change color in the concert. Let's get this one. I wonder if this person is doing the same thing. If I were in a squad mode though, I would not have done that because it would have dragged the team down and I don't like to do that. Not intentionally at least. But alright, alright. A few hundred experience there. Let's try that again and see how we do this time. And I'll be changing my outfit very soon, hopefully. You haven't seen the end of Overlord yet? No worries. Hopefully I didn't give any spoilers or anything. Like, I just said there's a musical number, sort of, but yeah. It's a good resolution to things, you know, it's definitely a finale. So, if you have been watching Overlord Pop, where are you right now? I was not aware you were watching this, not sure if you mentioned that before, but yeah. I have read all the light novels up until volume 14. I know volume 15 and 16 came out recently, but I haven't read them yet. I think October is a good month to begin volume 15, so I'm probably gonna do that. And then volume 16 as soon as possible. Since I'm gonna need my share of Overlord after the season has ended. When is the movie actually? I don't even know when the movie is. I'm gonna need to check that. It's probably 2023. I don't think it's gonna be this year, but you never know. Ah! Stop getting in my way! Did you see how they messed up my jump? Not intentionally, of course, but get out of my way! This is my game. I'm the main character. I am the main character. How dare you? How dare you play this game? Just sit still and let me win. That would be silly, wouldn't it? Alright, let's keep going here. This one is, when you figure out the pattern in that bridge section, it's easy enough, I would say. Just a matter of really paying attention there and being careful. I can easily see them adding a variation to that in the future to make that more difficult because of that. Few episodes of it, but like 3 episodes? Okay. Were they on the first season? This is what I'm talking about. When they just like mess up your jumps a lot. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Ah! Ah! There we go. Oh my god. We made it though, we made it. Was that in the first season, Pop? Oh, we have a Hatsune Miku here, I think. Nice! Kawaii Miku-chan. You know, one of the biggest regrets I have is not getting into Vocaloid, as I did. There are so many parallels between Vocaloid and VTubers. And I mean, it's never too late to get into it. I could just start listening to the music a lot. I would like, however, to do it with the aim of covering the music so that I would listen to the male Vocaloid singers. You know, it's funny because a while ago, years ago, I actually won a karaoke contest in an anime convention. And one of the rewards they gave me was a mug based on Vocaloid. It had Hatsune Miku in it, it had Kagamine Rin, I think. Those are literally the only 2 characters I remember. At this point, most of the drawings on the mug have faded. So that's why I used the past tense for that, but I still remember that it was a Vocaloid mug. But if you were to look at it right now, you would not be able to tell because most of it is faded. It's mostly a white mug now. The whirly gig. The twirly whirlies. I'm not sure, I just watched them, I don't look at the seasons? Okay, fair enough. Any other anime that you have watched? I probably asked you this question before, Pop, so I'm sorry. You did mention anime and manga before, I think. Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul, I know you mentioned before. But we're on an ad break right now, so we can continue this conversation in 90 seconds. Twitch. I will say though, I saw a tweet they did earlier today, in which they're implementing super chats basically on Twitch, which is a great idea. Some people are gonna be cynical about it, they're gonna be jaded about it, like, you're just ripping off YouTube, but first of all, I can understand why people are like pessimistic on Twitch right now, given some of the bad decisions they've taken lately. And I say they, but you know, you are watching this on Twitch right now, but still, you get the point. But at the same time, you also gotta I feel like you also gotta recognize their good moves, and you could say they're ripping them off, but rather it's a good business model and they should implement it. They should implement it. Just like better discoverability, if they take a page out of YouTube for that, even copied and pasted like they did for this super chat feature, elevated chats as they're calling it, 100% the right move, and I'm happy that they did this. It's perfectly a good idea. It's a perfectly fine idea, and I applaud that. And it seems to be a 7-30 split in favor of the creator, so they're just like in the alpha stage right now, I think, so we won't be seeing those for a while, but elevated chats, super chats, great feature, great idea, great idea. Because from what I hear, they're exactly like super chats, and yeah, I mean, for example, this is something people don't remember right now, I think. I haven't seen many people mention this, but channel points. Channel points. Twitch was not the first platform to do that. It's not something they originally came up with on their own, or at least probably not. Mixer, which is now defunct, did that first, and then Twitch implemented that. And as a matter of fact, I still remember how Mixer did it, and they still did it better than Twitch. Twitch could still do it better. They could still step up their game for that. So, yeah. You gotta recognize where room for improvement is, but when that improvement is done, you gotta praise them correctly. You gotta praise them correctly, you know? Like, call out bad things that somebody does, but when somebody does something positive, also praise them. Also praise them. Be balanced about it. Oh, thank you, Pop, for the hydrate. It's gonna have to be after this round. I'll get the water in a moment. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier how yesterday I did not hydrate properly. You know what the good thing is, though? It's been a long time. I cannot remember the last time I had a day in which I drank under 1 liter, under 2 liters of water. Because usually that's what I do. 2 liters of water minimum every day. For those of you who are not familiar with liters and more familiar with gallons, I am not sure how much that would be, but it's like the 8 cups of water thing. I just measure that by liters instead. Because it's what I'm used to more. At least when it comes to water. And it may be even years since the last day I had in which I drank under 2 liters, even under 1 liter. And that day was yesterday. I did drink a little bit of coffee, energy drink. No tea, surprisingly. But it's like a super rare day. You drink 5 liters every day. That's a lot. Do you do any sports or exercising? I don't do any of that. I really should, I know, but it's an extremely difficult thing for me to do. I still need to sort of figure out a way to put it in my schedule, hopefully. I'm just bad at doing schedules and sticking to the schedules. You go to the gym? All right. I hope you have good experiences at the gym then. That's a really healthy habit. The gym is not for me personally, but I can see why it could be such a great experience for people. Just like sports in general. You know, somebody's gonna be like, I hate baseball, but when I play basketball, I have the time of my life. I can't go to the gym, but when I play, but when I practice boxing, I have the time of my life. So I don't go to the gym, but I practice boxing. I practice it for exercise. I'm not aiming to do it professionally, for example. Or vice versa, right? I tried out boxing or a martial art, but didn't work out. But then I went to the gym, and that worked out. And that is no pun intended. I didn't realize that I was saying workout in the other sense of the word when I was talking about workouts. You know, when your workout works out, that's the best thing ever. Okay, so here we go again. Hoverboard Survival 2. Number 2. I didn't realize there were 2 of them, though. Gonna have to see what this is like. Again, this is nice that we're in squad mode. No, it's the same one as before. But this says it's Hoverboard Survival 2. So what is number 1? Kore wa nigo desu. Ichigo wa nanda? This is number 2, so what is number 1? Yeah, here we have to like wait a little bit and then we jump. Gotta avoid getting too impatient here. I've made those mistakes before. No, 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 no! Oh my god! We are dead. We are so dead. And it's bullshit because the game doesn't let you leave right now, so... Come on, Mediatonic, please fix this. This is BS. This is major BS that I have to wait for the entire round right now. But that's okay, we can just... Oh yeah, I forgot to hydrate actually, so this is a good opportunity for that. We can just chat right now. Thank you for the hydrate pump. That's why you drink lots of coffee and rice balls for the protein, because rice has a lot of protein. Yes. That's the great thing about rice. Rice is one of my favorite things in the whole world. What a beautiful... what beautiful food it is, because it's cheap. It's everywhere in the world, basically. And it's healthy. Great protein. Really good if you're working out a lot. Like, wow, it's a complete package, you know? If you're poor, it's good for you. If you're working out, it's good for you. If you're neither of those things, it's good for you, you know? Like, let's go. Just regular white rice can be so good. And you know, it's not like it tastes terrible either, right? Yeah, I was about to get to that. Brown rice, there's variants of it. You can add some condiments to it to make it even more delicious. It's so easy to just like add a little bit of spice, literally, to give it some nice variety. My mom has this recipe where she is able to, well, not recipe, but kind of like, I need to learn how she does this, in which she's just able to combine it with like, I forget what it is, but it's one that turns it yellow. I think it's like a chicken spice of some sort, I'm not sure. She also combines it with like frozen vegetables, but you know, the very little frozen vegetables that are like corn slices, peas, little carrot slices, I think they are. I forget what you call those. And she does them so well, like it cooks incredibly. Incredibly. And it's also so easy to cook, whether you use a rice maker or you don't. Although it's easier with a rice maker, I think. I actually don't quite remember how to do it with a rice maker. I need to remember. But yeah. We have the beautiful starry-eyed specs, so let's equip those bad boys immediately. I will change the rest of my outfit now, so let's do that. Let's see what we've got here. This looks really good like this, though, but... Let me see. We did get this as well, so let's equip this bad boy. Oh, yes, let's also equip this. Let's see what this looks like. Nice. And yeah, my mom had that beautiful recipe. My mom in this human form. My grandma was also good at that. Is also good at that, but she's not the one that came up with that recipe. It's completely original to Okasan. Okachan. So I think in this case, just keeping it simple might be a good idea. And I become very fond of this sort of like magenta blue color scheme. I think this is more magenta than it is pink. Really borderlines on purple. But if you want your purple, here's the purple. I mean, my color scheme and all that, right? Another purple-ish one. Coral blue. This one is really good too, actually. Let's mosey. Ooh, I like this one though. I like this one. Purple and red. Magneto. Purple and green. Yeah, purple and red always makes me think of Magneto first. Sometimes I wonder if I should get like a purple and red outfit variation. I like having different color palettes. It's a lot of fun. But I think this looks good. Yeah, let's do it like this. So I'm glad we finally got the specs. Actually, hold on. Let me remember, where are we on the season pass? So that was level 15, or rank 15, whatever you want to call it. Tier 15. I think it's a tier, that's the proper way to say it. The crown ranks as well. What is this? Oh yeah, it's just the information about that. By the way, clarifications about things. I am playing on PC. In case you're seeing these Xbox controls, I am not playing on any Xbox system. This is PC. And I have a PS4 controller. However, Fall Guys recognizes it as an Xbox controller because of the way I have it set up. I use what is called the Magic NS, which is a Bluetooth adapter for the PC, because my PC doesn't naturally have Bluetooth. It's not just for PC, it's also for the Switch. It also allows you to play with a PlayStation controller, Xbox controller on your on your Nintendo Switch, which is really sick, honestly, among other things that it's able to do. But it has different inputs, and for some reason the D input, as it's called, doesn't work on my DualShock 4 wireless. So I have to use the X input, which I think is supposed to be for the Xbox controllers and all that. It has a different light for each input, and for this one it has a green light, which is associated with Xbox, right? So that's why I think it's supposed to be for Xbox, but it seems to be the one that works. So some games think that my controller is actually an Xbox controller, but that's not true. But even with that though, there are some games that actually recognize what my controller actually is. Fortnite is one of them. I forget what other game was like this. Maybe, I don't remember. Rumbleverse? No. I'm not sure. But yeah. But yeah, going back to talking about rice. We're talking about rice while playing Fall Guys. I love it. Like, Fall Guys has all sorts of like food items and food decorations on it, but... Hold on. I rarely ever make it past that barrier there. But that's okay, you're kinda not supposed to. Gotta get used to this variation. Ah! You see, I gotta get used to it. I've been having very relaxed games so far, actually. Not a lot of screaming these past 30 minutes or so. But there we go. We seem to be doing okay, kind of in a precarious position. But we've all qualified in a sort of comfortable 4th place. But you know, one of my favorite food in the world, if not my absolute favorite, is bread. But the thing about bread, unlike rice, is that it's less healthy overall, because if you eat too much of it, it does kind of make you more fat. I will say that there's more variations in bread than there are in rice in general, but a lot of those variations also include like sugar and, you know, things that may be unhealthy. If we're talking about like donuts or pastries that are based on bread. I'm not talking about cheesecakes or anything like that. I'm talking about bread, donuts, croissants. Yeah, they could be very buttered up. They could have a lot of sugar to them, a lot of fat. So that's the big issue with them. And even just regular bread, you know, just like sliced bread, it could still make you quite fat. So eating too much of it is probably not good. So in this little like contest, in lack of a better word, I would say rice is the winner there. But yeah. Oh yeah, beans, another one that I think is good for protein, and it's also cheap. You know, a lot of people are always like, maybe the pricing is different in their areas and all that, but they're like, oh, you know, the times I've been struggling financially, I just have to eat like a bunch of cup noodles and maruchan and you know, unhealthy ramen like that. I mean, it's delicious and all that, but overall, if you eat only that, it's unhealthy, but that's all the money I have for it. And here I am thinking, rice is quite affordable and it's healthy for you. You should also be getting a lot of that, you know? Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Oh my god, don't drop, don't drop. I see a squad mate is there with me, let's jump immediately. The slime is extremely close to us. This is very, very difficult, very precarious. I'm using that word a lot, precarious. I need to study my synonyms for more colorful vocabulary. Dangerous, maybe I should say, is the danger zone. Danger zone. Oh, this is the difficult one. The very difficult part. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh no, this one is... Oh my god! Okay, one squad member qualified, so that's a good thing. We're in second place, and a lot of people didn't make it past that, it seems. Gambarimasu, gambarimasu. I'm trying my best. I think I'm all alone here. Okay, okay, okay. This is the furthest I've ever made it in this round, I think. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh, made it. We are first place, and I think I was the last player. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. This is the last player. They did not make it. Rest in peace. First place because of that. Do I recognize the Japanese? Let me see. Watashi wa chotto kohi o... Well, again, the rest of the kanji I can't understand. But I think... Watashi wa chotto kohi o... de... tekimasu. So what did you say there, Pop? You're gonna get a bit more coffee? You're gonna wait for more coffee? Ooh, jinx it. It's the zombie game. You're jinxed, you're jinxed, you're jinxed. Everybody gets jinxed. Just like Oprah. I don't think I've ever started this game as the jinx player. I mean, the odds are against you being the first jinx player. We have a lovely face-hugged player there in our team as the first jinx player there. Alright. Let's see if we collect some vegetables, some glow sticks. Gotta watch out here. There's our jinx player. They have a lot of vegetables in this one. But yeah, we are team yellow. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Jinx player, let's stay away from them. Stay away from me. This is the pandemic. Social distance, don't touch me. Ah, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Stay away from me. Ah. Okay. Now is the opposite. Don't stay away from me. Come to me. Okay, we jinxed someone there. Yeah, like you tried to do an interception, some flanking maybe. Can I grab them mid-air? Is it possible? I think I grabbed one of them mid-air. No, actually I didn't. Kinda looked like I did, but no. Yeah, this is a close game. It's kinda going either way. This could go either way from the looks of it. Got the wolf, the blue wolf over there. Like Lucario. Sort of, a blue wolf. Wow, okay, we won. That was a 1-0 difference, a one-player difference. They tend to be very close. These games are mostly very close, very 50-50. Okay, that is a very satisfying elimination row right there. It's the first time I've seen a perfect elimination row like that. That was very nice. I'm gonna go AFK for a little bit after this game, by the way. Not after this round, but you know, when we get eliminated or we win or whatever. Hoopsie daisy though. Gonna do my best. This one is always fun for me. Whether we win or lose, it's always fun. So again, teams. How many teams is it gonna be? Oh, and it's a variation. This is a new one. I don't think I played this variation before. Satellite Scramble variation. You can go all the way up there for some rings. Oh my god, this completely changes it. This one is completely different. Huh? Okay. Wow, this one is completely different. This is a different monster entirely, dude. Okay. Yellow, blue, and red. We are yellow once again. Oh, they got that. Nearly got it there. Wow, this is so different though. Yeah, golden ring, let's go. That was lucky. Yosharaki. Lucky dase. Getto dase. Lots of vegetables here also. Let's collect them. But we should focus on getting the rings. That blue player is gonna get that one. Let's not bother with it. You just kind of have to hope to get lucky in this one. Don't go too out of your way for some of them, especially the golden ones. If they're too far away, if there's too many players scrambling for them, it's not worth it. You're just gonna waste your time. You're better off positioning yourself in a place where hopefully you can get more rings or something. Like I'm sort of doing here. You just go to a certain area and hope to have some rings. But don't stay there too long. Like you also go for some other areas that may be good. That's my strategy at least, and it's worked out very nicely so far. Seems to be working out okay in this game. Got that ring. It's a very close game. It's a very close game. If you look at the score in the upper part of the screen, you'll see how close it is. Red is losing, but it's not that far away. Oh, yeah, you see? You see? They got one gold ring in the last seconds, and that was it. I told you it was close. Oh, my God. It's insane. It's insane. But that's Fall Guys for you. It's RNG's Father Fortune and Lady Luck. You see? We got some nice experience from that, though. Very good stuff. Ooh, a crown point. Let's go. Hey, and we continue through the crown ranks. Let's go. I'll take that. That's a victorious game for me. All things considered. All right. I will be AFK for a little bit, maniacs. Before I do that, though, let me put the Japanese you had there on a translator. See what you said there, Popu? Oh, alright.
私はちょうどコーヒーを飲んで1分で戻ってきます。
Chodo, not choto. Gotcha. Gotcha. So you'll get coffee and you'll be back in a minute. And so will I. Not the coffee part, but the being back in a minute part, alright? So as always, everyone, stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. Omatase shimashita. Thank you for waiting. Let's change the skin, or rather, the color. That's what I meant. The color of the fall guy here. Yeah, it's going for this amethyst. We'll do the trick, I think. And oh, actually, give me one more second. Just gotta check something here quickly. 1 second. Right. Again, omatase shimashita. Thank you for waiting. We are ready to continue falling. Sorry if you heard that. That was an accidental bump. Hopefully my controller still has charge left. My PS4 controller. I just play the best in it. I think what I could also do is use my 8-bit dough classic Super Nintendo style controller, because it also has sticks on it, so it's doable. I've been using that one for Super Mario Maker 2, as I said. I'm playing this world right now that is like... You know, I've got into the final world and the levels in there are so difficult. I lost so many lives trying to do an optional level that was very... that was a Kaizo level, because I was so insistent on trying to clear it. And I just gave up on it because it's so impossible. But the creator of the world was kind enough to upload like playthroughs of every level. So at least I get to see what it's like when you actually clear it. Let's see, I think we're gonna go for the hexagons, or are we? Well, the problem is that other people go for the hexagons first, so I can't really do them. That's the biggest challenge. You just have to hope you're lucky enough to get them first. So maybe you're better off following the traditional route. That's what we should have done. But alright. That player there needs to be reported. They're dragging down their squad by doing what... Oh, no, wait! No, this is not a squad mode. I thought it was squad mode for a moment. Never mind, they don't need to be reported, I think. We still continue to gather items. I get the feeling I'm not gonna qualify though. Not being able to make it to the hexagons pushed me back too much. Let's go for this. Oh! Oh! I was literally the last player. That was so close. That was so close. For a moment, I thought I didn't make it. But I was literally the very last player. Somebody has to be, and it was me. And I'm glad I still qualified. I'm gonna try to be more aware, because I should have been aware enough that I wasn't gonna make it. That there were gonna be enough players taking those hexagons at the beginning that I wasn't gonna be able to get on them. Right there. Party promenade. Promenade. What am I saying? Let's go. This is always one of the most fun levels in its own way. This is definitely one of those levels in which you just fall. Oh, all over the place. That was a good one. That was a good one. We avoided the hexagon platforms. The platforms there are placed to slow you down. So you want to avoid them in that area. In that section. As much as you want to avoid the water balloons in this one. Okay, here's the huge bean traffic. Here we go. But I was able to grab that trapeze. Very good. What about this trapeze here? Able to grab it. There we go. In this new variation, it's much harder to grab it because of the lower gravity. Oh, and I got this one too. Let's go. That's one of my best rounds ever. Nice, 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 nice. One of the first to qualify. Top 5 or top 6, I think that was. Give or take. Very nice, very nice. That is a wonderful planet outfit there. Ooh, look at that outfit. This one is so good too. What is this? What is this? Steampunk robot? What is this? I think it's one of those from the season pass. Yeah. Yeah. And it's fun too to be looking at other Fall Guys and look at their outfits and such. I see a Mr. Spock right there. A pirate got eliminated next to me. It's not Talk Like a Pirate Day anymore. that was like a couple weeks ago. September 19. Too bad I didn't do anything this year for it, but there's always next year. Singing some sea shanties from Assassin's Creed. Oh, done, just hear the old man say, goodbye, fare ye well, goodbye, fare ye well. Oh, done, just hear the old man say, hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound. We're homeward bound to Liverpool town. Goodbye, fare ye well, goodbye, fare ye well. That's probably my favorite out of all the sea shanties. The other one is... it goes... In the windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all come together. Or something like that. The first one is from Black Flag, the second one is from Rogue. Although Rogue has pretty much all the Black Flag shanties from what I understand. I think it's all of them, or at least most of them. Tadaima, Okairi, Poppusan, you got your coffee? Dun 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 dun. Life has many doors, said boy. Life has many doors, said boy. Uh-oh. We are not doing well. I think we're not gonna qualify this time. RNGesus did not favor me. Can I at least get some vegetables? I got one. Hi, you got your coffee? Nice, nice, nice. Coffee. What kind of coffee is it? Just black coffee, or did you do anything special? Espresso? Cappuccino? Mochaccino? Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna get some chocolate after the stream. Hot chocolate. You know, a good old just cup of hot chocolate. I like having those too. Latte! Very nice. You know, I just realized I haven't had a latte in a while. Oh, this is, if I ever bother going to a Starbucks or something, I'll probably get a pumpkin spice. I still, to this day, have not tasted pumpkin spice latte. I want to see what that's like. I need to know. For research purposes. A while ago, I remember at an airport, just waiting for my flight to happen some years ago. They're so good. Which one, the latte or the pumpkin spice? The regular latte or the pumpkin spice? Which one are you talking about, Bob? I went to a Starbucks. That was my first. That was like one of my first opportunities to be able to have the pumpkin spice latte. Both? Nice, nice, nice. That was like one of my opportunities to be able to get the pumpkin spice latte, and I asked for it, but they ran out of it. They didn't have it anymore. So, okay, I ended up going for an Earl Grey because they actually, I saw that they had an Earl Grey, so I forgot what size it was. Must have been medium or large. I don't remember what the names for them were. You know, I've heard that Starbucks, that's literally my only time in a Starbucks so far, believe it or not. But... Or has it been my only time? It may be 1 or 2 times that I've gone to a Starbucks, but yeah. I went for an Earl Grey, which works out perfectly for me, right? Tea Earl Grey hot. And it was... I thought it was of good quality, but that was before I really started to go into... good quality loose leaf tea. Oh, it's so close. And I maybe would have to compare it a little bit more now to see what it's like. Let me get that vegetable, that celery, whatever it is. You know, it's the same thing that Farfetch'd from Pokemon has. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Farfetch'd. Ah! That was so close! What the heck? How did I not hit that platform? That was like 1 centimeter off. Ah! Ah! Okay. Ugh, let's focus. This section is very tricky too. It looks deceptively simple. It's not as simple as it looks. Trust me on that. But we made it. But what about the squad? Did we make it? There's still one squad mate on the way there. They're a bit far away. Uh-oh. Look at that launch. That could have been a lot worse. Xenomorph, lower skin, and the upper skin, I have no idea what it is, but there you go. But yeah, that's my little story of the time I nearly was able to taste that famous pumpkin spice. I don't really eat or consume any pumpkin-related like edibles or drinks or anything like that, but in general, I love pumpkins a lot. They're just a lot of fun. Mostly because of my favorite band of all time, which is Halloween. They are a power/heavy metal band from Germany. And the best thing I love about the Halloween season is pumpkins. My favorite piece of imagery. And not just Halloween, really, just fall and autumn in general. Pumpkins of all sizes and shapes and faces. And so, pumpkin spice, you know, it feels like I need to know what that's like, right? Did I ever had a konkatsu or pork cutlet before? I don't think so. Probably not, Pop. Probably not. Can you describe it to me? Well, actually, I think I might be able to... Oh, never mind. I was gonna try to search for it while we waited for the game to finish, but it's ending now. The round I meant, not the game. The round is what I meant to say. But yeah, it still keeps going. Dun 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 dun. It's so funny. It ends up cutting out of the entire like animation at some points. Party promenade. We've been doing this one so much today. I think this is the one we've seen the most today. You won't find me complaining. There are some that I just dread, that I just perform terribly at, and I haven't had a lot of those today. Well, so far, the day is young. The stream is young right now. Young enough. It's pork in a bread batter, deep fried, and you can have it with rice or curry. I think I haven't had that. Maybe I had something similar to that, but not really the actual thing. So, when I go to Japan, might be good. I mean, I realize I don't need to go to Japan for it, but I get the feeling I get the most pure experience for one like that in Japan. Because it sounds like a more obscure piece of Japanese cuisine. When it comes to ramen, sushi, miso, you can find a lot of that outside of Japan because it's so popular worldwide. But the more obscure ones like that one, but correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's not as obscure as I'm saying it is. But yeah, the more obscure ones like that one, not as easy to find outside of the home country, right? You know, you look at Mexico, tacos, tamales, what else is there? Well, those are the first two that come to mind right now. For Mexico. You might see them in a lot of places in the world, but then the more obscure ones, like mondongo, for example, maybe very traditional elotes with lemon and pepper, you're not gonna find them that much outside of the home country. Let's say Italy, spaghetti, pizza, you find that a lot outside of it. But then a more particular type of pizza or something more unique to the country, I wouldn't know what it is, but you know, something like that, very difficult to find outside of Italy, right? Oh, you're lucky your mom makes it for you? Nice. That sounds fantastic, Bob. But yeah, that's how it would be with a lot of cuisine. And actually, when it comes to tacos, actually, well, this depends on what country you're in. If you're in the US, it tends to be that the tacos you get are with a pre-made, already folded tortilla. So it's different than tacos you would find when you actually are in Mexico. So that's the difference there. But I digress. Yeah, outside of the US, or maybe Canada, both US and Canada, you might find more regular tortillas out there, but yeah. But yeah, especially with a presence like Taco Bell, right? They're very different than like original tacos. By original, I mean like the first ones. The ones that originated that. I don't mean original in the unique meaning of the word, I mean in the first. That meaning of the word. Hopefully I'm making sense with what I'm saying here. I tend to be really long-winded. I've compared myself a lot to Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls, in which I feel like I need to explain something in 5 different ways at least to really make my point across. Sometimes. But here we go in this round again. Last time we did it, we finally made it. I think that was my first time ever being able to survive that, so I'm glad about that. Oh my god, get out of the way! Get out of the way! So many people in front of you. Careful with the pinball. This is not the time or place. Oh my god. This is not the time or place to be playing pinball. Oh god. I am gonna die so quickly here. It's all or nothing because I fell behind immensely because oh my god! Oh god, that scared the shit out of me. Holy shit. Mediatonic, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, that was merciless. Yeah, RNGesus did not favor me here, man. I just got extremely unlucky. Everybody was able to get ahead of me and I wasn't able to do much, sadly. So the entire opposite of last round. I don't care though. I've been able to qualify with this one. I don't remember if that was solo or squad, but yeah. I'm just happy that I was able to survive once. Whoa, be careful, teammate, be careful. Ah! Yeah, few people have qualified. I think they are the first person to qualify in this one. There was just an insane traffic of people there. Not sure if you saw that. I think I wasn't the only one. I think it was just some really shenanigans, some really bad shenanigans with the line of people. And everybody was just roadblocked by somebody else and few people made it because of that. So we are... Okay, we're in 4th place now. And that's it because there's nobody else left in the game from our squad. 3 players left. Let's follow this last player, maybe. I think all of these 3 players are gonna make it. And we are at 5th place. Could have been better, could have been worse. Could have been much worse. The one squad member that was able to qualify was the MVP that saved this. Thank you. Einhander, I believe, was the name of the person. And also, speaking of pumpkins, that's a very lovely pumpkin outfit that a Fall Guy has right there. Hopefully you were able to see that. A little bit to our right. But alright, what's next? Jinxed again! Alright. Time to Jinx. I keep thinking of Jinx from Pokemon as well. Bada 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 bada. You know, the Pokemon cry for Jinx is always like that. Bada 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 bada. Oh, wait! I'm the one jinxed! I was saying it last game. I'm starting out jinxed. That is me in the blue team. All right. All right, bring it on. Come in, come here. Come closer. Yes. Oh, yes. I'm actually starting Jinx. You know, there's a relief when you start out Jinx. You don't have to, like, hide out that much. There's a certain relief to it, if that makes any sense. I'm the Jinx OG, you see? Bada, 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 bada. Let's see, let's chase any yellow players around here. I see a couple here. Don't grab me, don't grab me. I'm the teammate. It's always so tricky. It's always so tricky. Some players are able to pull amazing techniques for this one. I am not one of those players. That's nuclear physics for me. I don't know how the hell some people do the things they do. But that's okay. I don't really care that much. Although I do try to improve at the game. I just try to do it in a pace that's reasonable for me. And you know, it's like one of those things in which it's like, you're 100 years too early to beat me, boy! Because it feels like, it literally feels like, to get to the level that some players get, we're gonna lose, by the way. We are one person away from losing. Oh, and it's them. Yeah, so it feels like sometimes in some video games, when I see some skills that players do, it's like, you are amazing. You are not a human being. Like me, I am not a human being, remember? You are not a human being. Like, what you do, it takes 100 years at least for a normal human being to be able to understand it. And then another 1,000 years to be able to master it. Like, you know, when I see speedrunners, some fighting game techniques, lots of like extreme platforming techniques. And this is a huge platforming game. So yeah, we're still trying to collect glow sticks. This is a beautiful backpack, so I'm looking forward to it. Ah, you forgot to get your ice balls. There you go. Look at that. It's so nice, like the wristbands. I'm just noticing the wristbands right now. Miku, the necklace, if we can call it that. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. It makes me want to listen to Vocaloid, and that's good. You know, ideally, when you make a collab with anything or anyone, the ideal thing is that one person on one end of the collab gets interested in the other end. So let's say I make a collab with a VTuber, and you follow me, and then you see that other VTuber, and you're like, I like what they're doing here. I want to see what their channels are like. Their YouTube channel, their Twitch channel, their TikTok, their Twitter, whatever. I really like the look of what they're doing here. I'm intrigued. I'm gonna check them out and I'm gonna follow them now. So that's what happens. Ooh, this is nice. Let's do this pattern now. Or you see I'm playing, let's say, I could say Fall Guys, but let's try to use another game as an example. Let's say I'm playing the Battle Spirits card game. And I'm playing it because there's a Kamen Rider collab. But then they also collab with Gundam. And I start to learn a little bit about Gundam because I see all the different characters and like different Gundams that they have and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a Gundam anime for the first time. Let's do it. And that's what you do. That's what you do. Or game collabs like Rocket League, as I checked out like some weeks ago. It's been over a month by now, but yeah. Because Rocket League, Fortnite, and Fall Guys had a 3-way collab a while ago. And that's why I got me interested in Rocket League, because they gave me some rewards in Rocket League, so I figured I might as well check it out. And you know, that wasn't good. That wasn't good just because I checked out Rocket League. It was good because it was also the Kickstarter for me checking out new games every week, or nearly every week, which I have been doing for several weeks now. Last week was Smite. This week is Team Fortress 2, or well, was Team Fortress 2. Depending on what next week is like, it may be Overwatch 2. I am not sure. I may need to take a week off, as I said, but yeah. Would I ever play FIFA 23? I don't think so, Pop. I am not into the FIFA series at all. Well, maybe if it's free to play, but even then, no. I've never been into the FIFA games. Never been my sort of game genre, personally. I just honestly find them boring. So sorry if it's a game you like, just not my cup of tea. And I know because I've had many many friends is what I meant to say, that get seriously interested in FIFA. They're like checking out every single year of FIFA. And I understand where they're coming from as fans of football, you know? Mostly because they're football fans. I am not a football fan. Never been into it. I mean, I don't think you necessarily have to be a football fan to like the game. But like 90% of the people that like it are football fans, I think. The Irish part of you is shocked. That's alright, that's alright. I mean, Japan is also big on football, so I don't know. I think it's both sides, maybe. Yeah. Japan is also very big on football. I prefer to call it football. Soccer is also the other name. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, because in Japanese they call it saka, right? Saka. But yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people in Japan who don't care about football. There's a lot of people in the United Kingdom who don't care about it. A lot of people in the United States who don't care about baseball or basketball. A lot of people in Canada who don't care about hockey, right? So your mileage may vary. That outfit looks so good. I'm so glad about it. We have a Shovel Knight right next to us, and I think it's a squad mate. Oh, and are you seeing that squad of like lanky guys? Did you see that in the middle? They all look nearly the same. They are so well coordinated. They might even be voice chatting or something. You know, before long, we definitely need to have a Fall Guys collab. We definitely need to have that. Okay, Cosmic Highway. We've also been getting this one a lot today. Arctic Promenade and Cosmic Highway are the ones we've been seeing the most today, I think. So yeah, watch out for those. But yeah, future games that I still may or may not check out. Don't say soccer, the Irish part of me doesn't like that word. Yeah, no worries, I still prefer to use football, so yeah. You know, some languages are different, again. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Pop. But from what I understand, in Japanese they call it soccer. But I'm not sure. Again, I'm not into the sport, so it's not something I've looked into a lot. But I will have to learn it because it's just part of learning the language, right? It is correct? Okay. But yeah, I mean, I prefer to call it football because it's a sport in which you use your foot to kick the ball. I mean, it's all right there in the name. Very straightforward. Like, that's exactly what it should be. Oh my god. Ugh. In baseball, you have bases, you have a ball. Basketball, there's baskets. That was so close. Baskets and a ball, etc, etc. Oh my god in heaven. That's true, yeah. Come on. Come on. It's been so tricky on this one. Oh god in heaven. Oh, I just noticed the satellite in the lower part of the map. Yes, this season is indeed called Satellite Scramble. That's the first time I noticed a satellite. I mean, most of the time you're trying not to die, you know? So you don't really have time to just appreciate the environment. The only time it would be right now when you're spectating other people. Oh, they got the Miku backpack! Kawaii! Kawaii Miku fan. Is that how you say fan in Japanese? I think it's just fan, but I could be wrong. Did you see the dirty moves from that player in the back, though? The way they just grabbed onto the player there. Kitana Yatsu. Now, it's dirty, but it's not illegal. It's not illegal. We're talking about football, right? So, in football, that would not be a yellow flag, much less a red flag, but... or no, wait, it's not a flag, it's a card, right? That would not be a yellow card, much less a red card. But it would be a booing from the crowd. The crowd would boo. Right? But hey, you can do it. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. I respect that. I'm still gonna call you dirty for that, though. I just realized you have a Discord. Yeah. You can join anytime. We can always use more activity. I'm still learning to be a better Discord user, if you will, in the sense that I need to be more active. But we are all still there. And it's always good for the notifications, like the going live notifications, the weekly star briefings, and other more close conversation that's not on Twitter and places like this. Speaking of the other platforms, there you go. Thank you, Nightbot. Nightbot, always nice with that. Sugiwa Nanda, what is next? The Slime Scraper, here we go again. Ah, shit, here we go again, like Carl Johnson would say. Have mercy! Have mercy, Mediatonic! But yeah, you know, Mediatonic has been doing a great job with Fall Guys so far. I keep saying it, I'm gonna keep saying it still. Since they got taken over, so to speak, by Epic Games, it's been uphill for them. It's been nothing but upwards for them. Adopting the season pass model from Fortnite has been so good. It's one of the best things they've done. So, and of course, going free to play, really good move. Really good move. I think it was a no-brainer. I'm so glad Fall Guys went free to play. Have the player base increase more. And ooh, we got a death already. Rest in peace. I just realized that Shovel Knight is not in our team as I first thought. We are doing alright so far. Careful with the fan. Okay. Let's wait out for this barrier to dissipate. Maybe not the best approach for this, but I don't care. Ah! Okay. The slime is coming. You know, the slime at least always looks so delicious. I'm just thinking of like yogurt, blackberry, or oh my god. Well, there you go. I got my delicious slime. I hope it's as delicious as it looks because I'm bathing in it. What are you saying there? Atawa goto koko de wa be. Well, I couldn't read the whole thing, but while we're spectating right now, a lot of people get eliminated in this one, actually. It's one in which a lot of people die. And it's designed that way, I think. It's designed to be very difficult. There's one that's similar to this, but it's not that difficult. Oh, you translated... Oh shit, here we go again. That's what the translator told me. Nice. Omoshiroi. Careful with the slime. Careful with the yogurt. Kind of like a sort of jam that's been turned into yogurt. I remember a lesson in school a long time ago that kind of taught you about jam and yogurt. Careful right there. They're playing with fire right here. But they're playing with fire. They're playing with fire. You never know what could happen. It looks safe enough, but you never know. They could get yeeted off the stage right there. Don't play with fire like that. But yeah, they're the last player. Be careful there. The slime is coming. That tasty looking yogurt. Yeah, that's kind of a close one. What are they doing? Is the game glitching for them, or are they doing that intentionally? Be careful there. Be careful there. They're playing with fire, dude. These people. But clearly they knew what they were doing. I mean, the thing about games like this, games like Fall Guys, is that even if you know what you're doing, it can be so random. Look at that! 2 squads qualified! I told you, people get killed in this round. They get murdered. They get murdered to next week. Okay, Hexaterrestrial final round. Here we go. Here we go. And you know what? Given what I saw them doing at the end right there, as I said, they knew what they were doing. These might be players of a higher skill level, so we are the underdog here, I think. But alright. Mitsukashi kedo gambarimasu. Wait a minute. We are only 2 players. We are only 2 players. We are definitely the underdog. Talk about an underdog situation, man. My God in heaven. Well, what is there to do but just try our best? I am alone. My squad mate has already... Oh my God. Are you kidding me? But your squad are still in it. That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Oh, man. What the hell was this game? This was so weird. This was so weird. But alright, at least it didn't last too long. Yeah, because I think the other squad members left because they thought that they got eliminated. But they didn't get eliminated. You gotta understand that when you get eliminated in rounds like those, you've got to avoid leaving because your teammates still qualify. So you're doing your teammates a huge disservice. So they cost us the game. Basically, they cost us the game by doing that. It's a selfish thing to do. Unless they get disconnected, which is always a possibility. You never know what may have happened. But please, don't ever be that person. Don't ever leave like that and just leave your teammates. Whether in Fall Guys or any game like that, you never want to be that guy. You never want to be that person. It's the worst thing. It's one of the worst things you can do to fellow squad mates. So, video... online gaming 101. Online gaming 101. One of the first lessons you should know. If you will. And Fall Guys teaches you that in a hard way. Because I understand if somebody doesn't know the game and doesn't realize that they mess things up for their teammates by leaving so early. They're like, oh, we're not gonna make it, I might as well leave, but then it turns out you made it because of that one teammate that survived. And so, on the next round, we're only 2, and we died quickly, and ouch. That hurts. Space Race! I'm so glad to see this one. We haven't seen this one so far today. One of the new rounds, one of my favorites. Gets really tricky, but in a fun way. Something about it just always feels rewarding, no matter how I perform on it. Well... maybe I'm speaking too soon because I've never performed extremely bad at it. And I'm falling a lot here, but never to an extreme degree. Not so far, at least. Anyway, let's keep collecting glow sticks and vegetables. Far-fetched vegetables. This is solo mode, so... every guy for themselves. Every bean for themselves. Ah! This one can be a little bit tricky. Especially when a lot of guys get in your way again. That could have been worse. That could have been way worse. And I get to collect that veg. Oh wait, didn't collect it. Never mind. It didn't get it, I don't know why. But yeah, it's worth doing this part on the side. It's difficult. As you can see. Oh my gosh. But the reason why it's worth it is because of this part here. Otherwise, that part gets more difficult if you don't drop in the middle of that area and instead do it from the start. But alright. This part is tricky but doable, as you saw right there. And this might be the end of it. Yes! First place! Let's go! That's a golden medal. Well, 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 who would have thunk it? Sadly, I'm going to have to go now, but I have art projects I have to do now. It's been fun. Jane, Pop-san, thank you for sticking by, and I hope your art projects end up well, alright? It's always great speaking Japanese with you. Matane, see you around. Now, it's just a matter of waiting. Oh yeah, it's gonna end any moment now. Poor crocodile alligator guy there didn't make it. That's alright, because we made it. First place! That might be my first place in that round, so very proud of that. Nice sort of UFO, or rather UFG. next to us, to the right, over here. I can switch to the mouse for a moment just to show you the pointer. Hopefully you're able to spot it. See, that's the benefit of PC gaming. PC Master Race and all that. It's like so much freedom of choice for so many games. It seems like in a lot of ways, one of the best combinations you can have is a Nintendo console and your PC. Because a lot of Nintendo games are not going to be on PC, right? And if you're a streamer, it gets more expensive, but it's worth it too. Getting a capture card. If you get a really good capture card, in a way you're kind of playing your games on your PC because there's no delay, so you can have them on one monitor and still having some music to the side. Even if you're not a streamer, it might be a good idea to invest in a capture card, right? You put it on your Switch or your Wii U or anything that takes HD input. If it's not HD input, it's gonna be a more expensive affair, I think. But yeah. Like, you know, trying to capture it from a Nintendo DS. I've heard those things are extremely... Oh my god, get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way, you Fall Guys maniacs! You see the problem that happens so much, they never let you jump. You just have to hope to get lucky to be one of the first times to... the first ones to jump. Oh god in heaven, speaking of luck. Ah! Come across! Get across! Alright. It's just a matter of maybe waiting here. Maybe I shouldn't have waited. I think it's almost safe to say that I'm not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. No, we ain't gonna make it. Uh-oh. Oh shit. We're not gonna make it anymore. I think I might be literally the last place on this. Or the second to last place or something like that. No, we ain't gonna make it. We're not gonna make it anymore. Whoa. Whoa. But you know, a door opens, a door closes. Oh god, this section is always so tricky for me. I was first place on the last round, and in this round, nearly the last place. It's incredible, the parallels we see sometimes, it's incredible. The contrast, the parallels. Oh, Fall Guys teaches you so much about life. Alright, but let's give that another try. I think it's a good time to switch to a different outfit now. Oh yeah, we still have quite a few, quite a large number of other glow sticks and spring onions. Spring onions, I'm gonna try to remember that. Spring onion. That probably has a name in Japanese, right? Give me a second here. Negi.
Negi.
The spring onions. Kind of easier for me to say spring onion. I'm just gonna call it a vegetable, but yeah. Again, I'm interested in Vocaloid now. Already I was starting to get interested as a VTuber, but this like reminds me more that it's a good idea to get into it, right? Elurin, thank you for the lurk from the shadows. Always appreciated. But yeah, oh yeah, we still have like nearly 60 spring onions and about 80, 70, 60 or so glow sticks. We just have to keep playing. It's just a matter of continuing to play and collecting as many as you can. Okay, was there another pattern I needed to do? Oh shit, I think my PS4 controller has run out of battery. Give me a second here. I just turned... Oh yeah, my PS4 controller has run out of battery. Okay, so I can't play this game with mouse and keyboard. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna plug it in with a cable. The big issue with this is that it's very unstable. The cable is extremely unstable. So I may have the controller unplug in the middle of a match. And when that happens, the game is gonna freeze like it just did right now. So whenever you see the game freeze, it's because of that. I'm gonna try my best to be very careful with it. I hate it because it's like walking on eggshells. You gotta be really careful how you handle it. But yeah. You know, I'm playing casually at least. Like, I'm trying my best. It's really awful if it like unplugs in the middle of a key moment in the match, but I'm not trying to win a tournament or anything. So, there's that. Let's see, I'm very tempted to go for this rainbow outfit right now, but there were some new things that we got recently that might be good to play with. What the hell? That was a weird glitch for a moment there. Oh yeah, the Inky Squid wig. That is so cute. It looks like actual hair, like an actual wig that some like old women use or something. There's a nice star on the top of it, a starfish, I think it is. And hey, that works for me. Starfish are stars too, superstars. So I'm all about them. Starmie, one of my favorite Pokemon, if not my absolute favorite Pokemon. I mean, it's a purple star. What is there not to like about Starmie? Are you kidding me? Let's see though. I could go for the Sassy Saucer again. Yeah, let's go for the Sassy Saucer with a particular pattern. Let's see. With the microphone there, perhaps. Popcorn. Number 1. Doesn't quite work, doesn't quite work. The Shake and Swirl doesn't quite work either. We can go back to the Sound of the Future. Or Square Camo, no. Sprinkle Top. The Tops and Toes. That kind of works, actually. Oh yeah, I think I used this one before, come to think of it. The Sweet Fade. Oh, Tummy Time is so much fun, but not for this one. Let's go for this one, but let's change the color. We can go... Blew Me Away. I think I might stick to Foolish right here. Let's Mosey. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay with Foolish. Movie Star? Okay. Monochrome. Molten, Night Sky, Pumpkin Spice. Oh, speaking of Pumpkin Spice, I forgot that there was a color literally called Pumpkin Spice. There you go. Oh, also another thing that's fun about... another funny thing about using the PS4 controller like this is that the game actually identifies it as a PS4 controller now. As you can see down on the screen. Now it's like PS4 buttons. L1, R1, X, triangle. And not the Xbox X, but the PS4 X, I mean. But yeah. And I did not mean to open the screen. I think I'm having some controller issues. I'm trying to get out of the screen, but it's not doing anything. Oh no, it's the game itself. The game is freezing. It doesn't look frozen, but it's frozen. Nothing is happening. I'm trying to switch away from the screen, but it's not doing anything. Hello? Okay, I think I may need to restart the game. Let me restart the game. It just froze on that screen in a very weird way for some reason. Oh yeah, and I just remembered there's a free game on Epic this week. So today is Thursday. So it's time to check out what's for free this week. But alright, let's take a little intermission from Fall Guys right there and restart the game. That allows me time to breathe and maybe drink some water. The problem is that when I move my controller away from my hands, there's no way I can position it in a way that it doesn't unplug. This cable is always such a bother. And you might be saying, well, Kai then, why don't you just get a new cable? But I think it's just any cable in general when it's like USB-C, I think. Like, you know, is the end that plugs into the controller. Anytime I charge my phone also is the exact same thing. I just keep hearing the Windows notification sounds that something is plugging and unplugging over and over and over and over again. Sometimes it gets really extreme. Like turudun, 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 dun dun dun, dun dun dun, turudun, turudun, turudun. It's extreme. Maybe it is the cable, but all USB-C cables I've used on the end that plugs into the device, not the one that's full USB that goes into the computer. The one that plugs into the device, that's the one that tends to be unstable. So it limits my movement with what I can do. If I need to type something on my keyboard, it's not as easy. But thankfully, this is not all the time. Just gotta make sure I charge the PS4 controller again. The game does kind of freeze because of this, though. It really sucks at times. Look at the little squid tentacles on the top. Kawaii tako. Kawaii tako kami. Tako no kami. Murasaki no tako no kami. I think what I'm saying right there is squid. No, octopus hair. Ika is squid. Tako is octopus. Ika is squid. Ika no kami. Squid hair. Ika no kami. You know, I gotta thank Kamen Rider immensely for teaching me the word squid in Japanese. Kamen Rider, Tokusatsu in general is really good at teaching you animals and stuff like that. Colors. Because there's a super famous monster from Kamen Rider called Ika Devil. From the original series. A famous villain. And the monster form of that villain. The villain is also called, also signature name, Shinigami Hakase. Dr. Shinigami. Just listen to that name. I don't know about you, but it makes me picture a VTuber now. I could easily see a VTuber called Shinigami Hakase. And it sounds so badass and so villainous as well. Because, you know, he is a villain. But his monster form is called Ika... Oh my god. That was dirty. That was the player behind me grabbing me. Kitanai! Kitanai yatsu. Onore. Man. Can you imagine waking up every day in your own filth like that? Knowing you're... Oh my god, the game is freezing. Ah, no! No! Ah! Ah! Oh, it sucks when the game freezes like that. Look at this filthy, filthy pig. Can you imagine being such a person? You wake up every day drowning in your own filth like that. It's gotta be an awful way to live. So I don't, you know, I don't get angry at them because I just pity that. Like, I don't know what it is that's going on in your life that pushes you to be so filthy like that. There are so many filthy players in here. Holy shit. But yeah. Yeah, because of all the filth in this game, I don't think we're gonna make it. But other than that, though, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the controller, yeah. Game froze for a moment. Yeah, that's also why it's gonna cost us the game. We're in a super shaky 11th place. Doesn't look like we're gonna make it. But that's okay. I don't like this lobby. This lobby is too dirty. Too many dirty players. Would be alright if we just get eliminated. Oh yeah, and also because we grabbed so many spring onions and glow sticks from here, there are not that many others to grab anymore. So yeah, from what I understand, the ones you grab do not respawn. Though there's still a lot of them. Okay, now we're in 10th place. This could go either way from the looks of it. I love the look of this player though, that purple and black color scheme. I think I don't have that, and I really need to get that. That is right up my alley. Yeah, that player in front of them also has it from the looks of it. I might even spend Showbox on them, on that. Gambatte! Gambatte kudasai! You can do it! I know it's tricky, but you can do it. If I could do it, you can do it! There you go. With a few seconds to spare, we made it to the 7th place. Okay. A very tight 7th place there. We kind of jumped there. That was nice. Yay! It was a very dirty lobby that just messed things up for a lot of players. That was kind of weird. And I look so funky like that. it ends up looking really cute. Oh yeah, Ika Devil. Ika Debiru. That's what I was talking about before the game froze. Yeah, Ika Devil. Basically, you can translate it to Squid Devil. There's a super Kamen Rider fan that's created content related to Kamen Rider for so many years now that has a name based on Ika Devil. Ika Debiru. And yeah, Ika means squid. Oh yeah, Squidward, Icardo. Squidward in Japanese SpongeBob is Icardo. Not sure if you've ever seen the SpongeBob anime fan animation that you can find on YouTube. But the Bubble Bass arc, you know? It's so much fun. It's so good. They say Icardo. Icardo. Yeah, let's get those things. I'm gonna go out of my way to get this onion here. Ugh! It's getting messy. It's getting messy. Too many people. Difficult to jump. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god! Get out of my way! That was ridiculous. That was like 4 bumps in a row. You know, I probably should have tried to avoid that. There was maybe a way to avoid that, but okay. I don't think we're gonna qualify. Did we qualify? That was kind of close. That was kind of close. Okay, 5th place. Not too shabby. Wow, these games are weird. Really weird games. And yeah, there's the guy that has the purple and black right next to me. Bum 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 bum. Yes, so many fun names like that. Japanese really lends itself well to like wordplay and puns, and they've done a lot of those in Kamen Rider with a lot of like monsters, especially in the original series, in many of the series in the Tachibana era. You know, the first 5 years of Kamen Rider. Or no, wait, no, beyond that, the Hirayama era, from the first rider to Sekros. I call it the Hirayama era. I also call it, oh my god, I also call it Showa Phase 1. Because that's basically what it is. Showa Phase 1. Heisei has a Phase 1. Showa has one as well. Ooh! That was close, that was close. Careful with the pendulum. Super close thing there. Oh, jeez, okay. Those jumps. No! No! Oh, man. Maybe I should play solo because when the game freezes like this, it's really bad for the whole squad. Oh, yeah, and my squad mate is... Oh, fuck off. Fuck you. It's hard not to get... You know, it's hard not to get flustered at that. I'm sorry that I get so flustered at that. And I'm just like, fuck you and all that, but that's really disgusting from the game. Like, you just lose all your rewards if you get disconnected by no fault of your own. That's like a very shitty move. So Mediatonic needs to fix that. They need to fix that. They still have many things they seriously need to fix in this game. But anyway, the negative does not outweigh the positive here. Hopefully not. So yeah. Let's try it again. This is what happens when I have the controller plugged in like this. Oh, man. Hopefully it's able to charge enough. I'm going to try to... I'm going to give it about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to try to use the wireless option instead. That is extremely unfortunate, but I'm going to start playing solo now. Fuck you, Mediatonic! Go fuck yourself with a 10-foot pole. That is so unfair. Kitanai. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. There's some really fun names that they do with the Kaijin. They've done this with the riders as well. Like the name Kamen Rider Force, Ous, Deno, They tend to be names like that with some fun wordplay going on there. But there's also a lot of kaijin like that. Dokuganda. I've seen it translated as Dokugander and also Toxic Mothra. So, you know, it's one of those things in which it gets really difficult to translate to an extent. But yeah, Dokuganda Ikadebiru Hiru Chameleon, which could be translated as Hell Chameleon, but also Leech Chameleon. Geba Kondoru, Saracenian. Oh yeah, and the first ever monster, the first ever kaijin in Kamen Rider, is called Kumo Otoko. And you know what Kumo Otoko translates to? Spider-Man. But nobody ever says, you know, it's one of those instances in which you want to avoid saying the name in English. Because if you say it in English, it may lead to a misunderstanding. Kumo Otoko. That's why I say Kumo Otoko. Oh god. Oh my god, this is unplayable. Get the fuck out of here. This is ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. The controller is not able to do shit. And the game is very unplayable also when I play it with the mouse and keyboard. I could give it a try, but I'm gonna fail awfully at every game I play. I mean, I keep saying it. I'm gonna try my best. I always try my best, but it's probably gonna be a bad time. I mean, that being said, I think it's still gonna be better than what we're playing with right now. If it's gonna keep freezing every other minute like this, I think we're better off just playing with mouse and keyboard for a little bit. But the problem is, we're gonna play with that for the rest of the stream because I can't... Oh my god, did you see that? That is so dirty. Somebody grabbed me there. These people are so dirty, what the hell? But yeah, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Well, whatever. Let's move on. I was talking about something. The game just makes me forget my life. Ugh. I am getting so sweaty, man. This is not a nice situation. I mean, I knew the game was going to freeze, but I didn't know it was going to get that ridiculous. I was able to qualify, though. I thought I wasn't going to make it for sure. After that freeze right there. Mr. Freeze, alright. Talk about Mr. Freeze, Batman. Holy Mr. Freeze, Batman. Oh yeah, and the second monster in Kamen Rider. That's what I was talking about. The second monster in Kamen Rider. Komori Otoko. You know what that translates to? Batman. So they get called in their Japanese names usually. Yes, it's a common reference that they do a lot to the first two kaijin, the first two monsters in Rider, based on a spider and based on a bat. The third one is based on scorpions, but they don't usually refer to that one. They just skip forward to the first ever monster that exploded. And the first monster that was, like, revived. So that's the two things about it. That was, if I recall correctly, episodes 9 and 10 in the original series. So it's not the third monster, but it's usually, like, made to be the sort of third monster or third reference to the original monsters. Oh, hold on. It gets so close there. And that third one is... a Cobra monster. Cobra Otoko. Oh my god. Cobra Man. How many times have I been saying something like God or oh my god on this fucking stream? Oh my god, you see? I have all the fucking reasons in the world to say it. Every other sentence. Mediatonic. Mediatonic. Why are you so evil? Yeah, we're talking about villains in Kamen Rider. Mediatonic are villains. Absolutely evil. No. They made a... Oh my god. They made a really good game. They made a... Oh god in heaven. They made a really good game. It had some extremely bad flaws to it, but... Like, you know... I still insist, despite how extremely bad the cons are, that the pros still outweigh the cons. Oh my god! Oh! Oh, that's the worst! One of the worst possible times for the game to freeze. Oh, have mercy. I am tired. Connection lost due to inactivity. Fuck off. Oh man, I am like, you know, I can't play like this. Okay, just you know what? Yeah, let's give it a try. It's been about 10 minutes now. I'm gonna try to make it wireless now, again. Okay, now I'm back to wireless controls. Thank God in heaven. Ah! Literally at the very last second, dude. Like, I see that I'm playing casually, but I still get so invested in it that it hurts so much. It still hurts. It still hurts quite badly, you know? I can't even speak anymore. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. That's from Jesus Christ Superstar, by the way. Okay, let me regain my sanity. I don't know if I have such a thing as sanity, but yeah. Let me regain myself here. No, I've said it before, like, when it comes to a game, I'm all about fair play. I'm all about like, yeah, okay, you beat me fair and square. I suck at the game, too bad. Or you know, I did my best at the game and you still wiped the floor with me. Holy shit. Okay, fair and square. I'm all for that. Like, and I'm all, and you know, somebody may grab me and it's dirty, but it's still valid enough in the game because it's something you can do in the game. So those things, I kind of just joke about that the players are filthy, that, oh, don't do that. It's a terrible thing to do, but no. Like, they don't genuinely annoy me. The things that genuinely get to me, that make my skin crawl and make me see red, are when you get an issue that is not from the game, external to the game, like lag, like your controller disconnecting, which is the two things that have been happening today. And it's even worse when you have an online game that is so awful to you that when you lose your connection, it punishes you for losing your connection. Like, you know, it's like getting sick at work. It's like getting sick and not being able to work and your manager punishing you for that. Like, oh, you got sick? Well, too bad, I'm not gonna pay you because fuck you for being sick. It feels that way. It's kind of like that. Like, what the hell, dude? Why would you do that? That's a horrible thing to do. I can understand if a game doesn't reward you if you leave the game prematurely. But in this case, you can see that the game recognizes that I got disconnected. It literally says, connection lost due to inactivity. Or no, not inactivity. Connection lost with the server. There's two messages. The one we've been getting also is connection lost with the server. So they're even admitting that it's their fault and they're punishing me. The punishment is that I don't get my rewards. I finish the game and I don't get the kudos, the experience, so I just wasted my time. Precious time of my life that I will never get back is wasted because of their fault, and they're putting it on me. That's what it feels like, and it makes my skin fucking crawl and make me want to strangle someone at Mediatonic and murder their entire fucking family. No, seriously, I'm sorry. I really apologize, but you can tell it really gets on my nerves. And that's the only thing, really. That's one of the few things in the world out there I'm at least happy to say. Like, Please fix that shit, because it's a shitty thing to do to people. And that's why I say that this game, you know what? There's better games out there. You could play better games out there if you're gonna have something like that. Because when you have such a glaring issue like this, you know what? I'd rather play another game if you're gonna do that to me. And yet I still insist that the pros outbeat the cons, but I would say that if this game were not free to play, I would be saying that you should never spend full price on this game. You should always buy it at a sale, because they don't deserve the full money of the game for that. I don't know though, sometimes this tends to be an infrastructure thing, like you can program the game in a way that is able to tell whether a player has disconnected or they left by their own volition. But again, it suggests to me that they're aware that I got disconnected because of their fault, because connection was lost with the server. They admitted it. But you know what happens sometimes? Sometimes you get an error message that's not accurate. This happens all the time with Windows, with like web browsers. This happens all the time with them. It gives you an error message that is not the actual error. Like it tells you like, your device is not recognized, but it's actually recognizing the device. What's actually happening is that you need a driver, or well, I don't know, some other issue that I can't think about because I don't know about these sorts of things. These technical things are nuclear physics to me, but yeah. But that makes it feel even worse. Another popular one that happens is that when you have no internet and... Is this person collecting like glow sticks and celery? Anyway, when you have no internet connection and Windows doesn't admit to you that there's no internet, like it tells you that there's internet, but there's actually no internet. And you're like, at least admit it, Windows, you bastard! You're putting my hopes up for nothing! You know, that sort of thing. So, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm starting to get really flustered. The game was just very unkind to me for a moment. But it's all good now. So I'll tell you that, Maniacs, if you're ever gonna see me get really negative about something, it's gonna be about those sorts of topics. So yeah, until they can fix that sort of thing, something tells me they'll never fix it. These are the sorts of things that never get fixed because overall I think it's an infrastructure thing. I think it's a situation in which the game for some reason is never able to tell whether you disconnected or whether you left the game. But you know, I feel like this should be a innocent until proven guilty situation. And this is more like a guilty until proven innocent. Like, you should always be more kind to your players, to the people that are involved in it, to the people that spend time of their life in your game, and some of them money. I mean, I spent money because I bought the game when it was not free to play. I haven't spent any money on Showbox, and well, with this experience, I don't want to spend money on Showbox ever. You've given me a bad experience, and yeah. I mean, compared to other games, for example, I think of something like Fortnite, and I don't think I've ever been this disconnected from a match like that. What I have had happen is the game crash. And you know what happens from that? I don't get my experience and I don't get my rewards. And it's unfair. And again, I must insist that I just disagree with that mentality. Like, well, yeah, but if we did this, players would just abuse that. There are better ways to go about it. Like, if a player is just gonna farm experience like that, just make it so that they earn less experience. Like, make it be maybe 50% experience or, you know, 50% of what they would earn from, like, the game they play there. That's it. Instead of just a full-on punish for something that wasn't their fault. Like, it's the worst thing you can do ever. I don't know why this is the standard in video games, but it's completely wrong. And I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna die on this hill. No, you know what? I'm glad we're bringing up this topic. I hope it's okay to discuss this in this way with all of you. It's been a while since I've raged like this on the stream. Wow. But now I'm not raging. I think I'm just really discussing a very important topic that barely gets discussed by people, which is this situation. Games that are unfair to players with bad internet or a bad computer. And if you're gonna say, oh, just get better internet or a better computer, you're an asshole. Plain and simple. So don't ever say that. No, because, you know, there's the better computer. It could be in the sense that you're able to play a game like Fortnite in minimum settings, and that should still be valid. Like, come on. Oh yeah, and this is on PC. This is my PC experience. I don't know what playing those games is like in another console. How prone are they to crashing, to getting disconnected from a match or something? You know, I think I've rarely ever been disconnected from a game in Fortnite. You know what happens when I have internet issues? Whether it's on my end or their end? What happens is that I just die to players because I'm lagging too much. I don't get ever disconnected. So I think, hey, there we go though. I'll take those crown points. Thank you very much. I'll take my little victories here in the middle of all this fire. Everything is on fire. But yeah, what was I gonna say? But yeah, here in Fall Guys, I've had that issue more times than I should have had it. Like, it's one thing to lose because you lagged. It's another thing to completely get disconnected. That's another thing entirely. But okay, we're going for the solo show. So it's fully on me again. Bum 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 bum. Whoa. All right, but let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead. Ah! Yeah, you see what happened? Again, the botch jump situation. A huge traffic of people that don't allow you to jump well. It's all about luck. As James Storm would say, sorry about your damn luck. James Storm is a professional wrestler. I think he's currently with Impact Wrestling. Oh shit! I fucked up. Which is the organization that he's known for the most. TNA. Currently known as Impact Wrestling. Oh god, I can't speak. Ah. Yeah, you see? Sorry about your damn luck. We got unlucky there. Oh my god. Have mercy, RNGesus. Lady Luck, Father Fortune. Okay, let's go to the pinball stuff, whatever those things are called. They have a particular name, I forget what it is. I just call them like pinball thingies. Or pinball sticks or whatever. I keep forgetting the name. Oh, somebody was emoting there. Wow, that guy kept falling there at the bottom. Rest in peace. But back to the fruit shoot. Try saying that 3 times fast. Fruit shoot, fruit shoot, fruit shoot. Actually, it's easier than I thought. The fruit shoot. Oh, look at this variation of it. Okay. This kind of changes everything, doesn't it? Using the hexagons. Gonna have to be very aware of where I am. Given that I'm not at the very start there, I think I'm probably not gonna be able to get those hexagons. We're better off not trying to go for them. They're a trap. It's a trap. Because the fruit also disable the hexagons, so it's a deception. It's a trap, like Admiral Akbar would say from Star Wars. It's a trap. And if you fall, you start all the way from the beginning. Merciless. It's a merciless thing. You think this game is not violent? You think there's no bloodbath here? People are getting murdered left and right in every round. It's murder mayhem. You know, I don't know why I've been so prone to use the word murder instead of kill. I don't know. I guess it's sort of a statement I'm making. Because, you know, I mean, I'm guilty of this too. But video game players just tend to use the word kill a lot, even if you're not actually killing someone or getting killed. Like, for example, you're in a fighting game, you're like, you kill your opponent or something. Sometimes they say like that. I'm gonna kill you, Ryu. I'm gonna kill my opponent here. Oh no, they killed me. If you lose an arcade or whatever. You're playing Smash Brothers with friends and you see that somebody has more lives than the others. And you're like, we need to kill Marth. We need to kill Marth. I see people doing that all the time, myself included. Ah! Speaking of getting killed. And, oh, I am so dead. I am so dead. Speaking of dying and getting murdered, that rhinoceros just murdered me right there. That's a crime that needs to be reported. You know, so the word kill is used so willy-nilly. If you're gonna use the word kill like that, you might as well also say murder. So that's what I'm saying. Alright. Oh my god, it's been insane. So whenever I stream, one of the things I pride myself for as a live streamer is being able to keep my high energies for many, many hours when I stream. Like, we're going for like nearly 3 hours today, basically. No, 3 hours today on the broadcast. But even if I were to go for like 12 hours or so, I like to think that I would still be keeping my high energies and everything. The thing about me though, and this is with a lot of jobs I do, honestly, not just like live streaming. The thing about me is that once I finish a live stream, everything comes crashing down immediately after the live stream. Like, the house of cards just crashes down. It was very stable, great, I don't lose my energies during the stream, but then afterwards I'm dead. I need to lie down and just take it easy. So that's what I think is gonna happen immediately after the stream today. Now, before I end the stream and we raid someone, I do want to say something here, because I feel like I've made everyone a disservice with my attitude today. I really want to apologize, everyone. I really want to apologize for my attitude today. I think I got way too toxic gamer-like today. I think I overdid it today. Just the way I got angry. I had good reasons to get angry, because it's not fair. I will still take the stance when my head is cooler, I think, that overall video games should be kinder to players. Like, it should be a innocent until proven guilty situation when it comes to the approach to what happens to a player if they leave a match willingly in the middle of it, especially if it's a team match, versus when they get disconnected. Because the same consequence happens one way or another, right? Imagine you have a... But let me spin it to you this way. Imagine you have a job. Ooh, can you imagine having a job? Imagine having a... Oh my god. But yeah, no, seriously. Imagine in your job. Let's say that somebody who, like, intentionally no calls, no shows... I hate using those words, but yeah. Who just, like, is drunk. And they say... They don't say anything and they don't come in a day because they don't want to. and they mess things up because of that. There's consequences for that, because there should be for doing what you did. You're doing it completely for selfish reasons because, oh, well, I just want to be hungover today on Monday morning. I don't give a fuck about my job. Ugh. So yeah, let's, this is going to be taken out of your pay. And you're going to get written up or something. Okay. But then imagine that somebody gets sick. They call sick. They have a super legitimate doctor's note. They give all of that. And they still get the same punishment for missing the day. They get written up, they get their paid, they get that day taken out of their next payment. Does that sound fair to you? No. I don't think it's fair. And it's the same situation here, I think. It feels the same way. If you punish players for getting disconnected, especially if it's on your side, in your side of the game, even if it's not your fault, you have a million players playing and you can't handle that many, okay, yeah, but still, if somebody gets booted out of the game and you prevent them from collecting their rewards after they spent like 10 minutes in the game session, that's a very shitty thing to do to your players. So overall, I feel like even if this means that players are gonna be abusing it, it's a better thing to do to still reward the players for being there. Here's the thing though, I mean, if you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is the same, I just thought about that. If you get disconnected from a match, guess what's gonna happen? You're not gonna get your rewards. So you just wasted your time. I will say this though, at least in the case of the game today, I wasn't wasting my time because I'm talking to you. I'm chatting. But if I were just playing the game and not doing anything else, which is very rare for me, it would have been a waste of my time in those games I got disconnected from. That one game, it was only one game actually. But it's enough to like, ugh, drive me mad, just mad with rage. So I will die on that hill, but I'm really sorry, everyone. I think I overdid it with the rage I got. Like, fuck you. I think tomorrow is gonna be a lot more positive, given what's gonna happen in FF14. But I am a better person than this. I am a better Star Cluster VTuber idol than this, and I will do my best to not have this attitude again. Okay? So once again, I am so sorry for this. You have my apologies 100% for that. So with that being said, let's rate Illurin, because the mad lad, the maniac, is actually like streaming and also lurking on my stream. But he's also doing the Final Fantasy 14 stream for a while. And I think it's very fitting to do that, given that tomorrow we're gonna have the Final Fantasy 14 ARR finale. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, I hope it wasn't an unpleasant experience in certain points. And I hope watching me break down was entertaining, though. I mean, in the parts in which I think it was fine. I will say this, though, like all the screaming and that is still gonna be there to stay, and it has nothing to do with what I was talking about. This is why I want to stream Super Mario Maker 2, but I don't have a good capture card for that. Perhaps in the future. Perhaps in the future. So for now, and also, yeah, reminder of the schedule that we have. Tomorrow is our Final Fantasy 14 finale, and then Duolingo. They're gonna be way more relaxed than what we had yesterday and today, so look forward to that. I mean, tomorrow is gonna be hype, but not the mayhem that we had today. So yeah, keep shining like the superstars that you are. No matter what conflict may come your way. Even if you're getting disconnected from a dozen games, alright? Whatever way I see you next, superstars, I shall see you round.